that kind of power. Okay? It's like when you put a high level light bulb into a small volt. What's going to happen? The volt is going to pop because that light bulb is too big. So when you turn on the lights, which is going to destroy you because they can't handle it, you need to wield your power. You need to wield your power and just not be giving it away, but qualifying who gets to have access to it and experience it. So, of course, based on that clip, you can see she's still in love with Selena. Just the conversation of her personality, the thought of her essence causes her to reminisce. It's a deep-rooted infatuation. What you just watched there is a deep-rooted infatuation mixed with envy and jealousy. Jealousy that turned into envy, whatever you want to classify it as. That's what you just saw in that video. And I picked up on watching that video, I think that this woman may have some mental problems. That's just the vibe I get. She may have some, not trying to diagnose her just off that, but I think that there may be some mental problems there, or maybe possession. And people like that are very attracted to people with bright lights. So if you have a bright light, if you're a person with a bright light like Miss Selena, you have strong aura and presence as she described, those type of people are going to try to swarm around you. The light. Never feel bad for getting people away from you, even if they get offended. And if they get offended, that is your proof right there that they didn't have the best intentions for you, right? If somebody leaves me alone, I don't get mad about it. But people who get mad about it, it's because their intentions for you were not pure. Now, that clip was so interesting because it really talks about what I've been telling you guys about. So we know Selena's a bright light, right? We know she was chosen. We know she's smart, and we know she had essence and aura. But I just wanted to create this video so you can hear it from the person that took her out, her predator. I wanted you to be able to hear it from her mouth about what she's saying, which is what I always tell you guys you need to watch out for, because people can feel your essence, people can feel your aura, people can feel your power. Don't think that they can't. And when they feel your essence, when they feel your power, when they feel your aura, they start self-medicating with it. And I know that sounds very weird. What do you mean by self-medicating with my power, Mel? What do you mean self-medicating with my aura? Why do you think some of you guys, you have bright lights, bright stars, and when you get in a relationship with a low vibrational man or a low vibrational woman, it's like they start sucking the light out of you? It's because they're self-medicating with your essence. That's what Kanye was doing with Kim, self-medicating with her essence. When he first met her, he was in a very unhappy point of his life. And notice how he was saying, oh, I like Kim because she's just so happy. I liked Kim because she has so much excitement. I liked Kim. He was describing all these things, but those same things he tried to drain them from her because he was self-medicating using her essence. A lot of people are going to try to use your power to self-medicate. And are they going to attempt? Can you stop them from attempting? No. But can you tell them that they don't have the right or permission and withhold your power from them? Yes. And that's what we're going to talk about a little bit at the end of the video. She is still infatuated with her till this day. The infatuation is still very much relevant. And the infatuation is still very much present. When I watched that video, I had to, share it with you guys because it dawned on me. It strikes me. I'm like, this is what I've been telling them about for so long. And finally, what I've been talking about it's now you guys see a visual video of this evil, demonic serpent lady. Now you guys get to hear it from her mouth as opposed to my messages. And I really wanted you guys to see that clip because I'm going to go back to what I've been teaching you all since last year, where I've been saying, I don't even know if it's worth me even going into with you guys. I'm starting to feel like I'm explaining things to people who may not get it. I'm just getting to the point where I'm just feeling a little bit tired of the commentary in the comment section from people who they're just not ascended enough to understand what I'm talking about. When my messages can save people's life. If you are mature enough and receptive enough to listen. You may go outside and you see the trees and you see the stars and you see the moon, see the grass, smell the air. But there are dimensions above you and below you that are manipulating your reality. We all have a star that shines at different altitudes. So when your star is bright and it's able to uplift low spirits, you will understand the responsibility that you have to gatekeep your essence and the dangers of not gatekeeping it. So if you watch that video clip, she literally talks about how she's feeling depressed or down or not happy. Selena was able to change that for her because Selena was a bright light. So no matter how someone is feeling, she uplifts them. And that's fine at a distance.
I love your daughter. What do you have?
When you have a bright light and you're a chosen one, your light is supposed to help the masses at a distance. It's not created to have leisure people connect themselves to it and feed on it, because your bright light is too bright that if somebody is not spiritually ascended enough, they're gonna try to blow it out. That's why you'll notice chosen ones with bright stars and bright lights have a hard time keeping a job. It's very hard for you to keep a job, and it's not that you're not a good worker. You're a wonderful worker. You're a wonderful worker. You work really well. It's just that the energy that's within you is not meant to have just leisure people having access to it. Like I said, you can't put a Chanel bag at Walmart. A Chanel bag is supposed to be in a store behind a wall with 3 security guards. Chanel bags are not supposed to be around a bunch of other bags. Okay, the Chanel bag is so important and potent and so elite that it has to be by itself, like, you know, and for the world to see and just come in and stare. Many people go to the Chanel store and they just walk in and they look, you know, they can't touch, they can just look and look at the beauty of the bag and think, oh my God, I hope one day I can have the money to afford this bag. So when you are a bright star, somebody with a bright light, people are supposed to look at you from afar, right? Meaning they're not supposed to get proximity to you unless they are ascended enough and they have the spiritual currency to get next to you. So people can only look at you from afar and say, wow, I hope one day I'm ascended enough and I'm confident enough and I'm spiritually in tune enough where I can connect myself to somebody like that. But people are only to be looking at you and admiring you from afar. Low vibrational people cannot just come in and attach themselves to you. So that is why Yolanda, being a low vibrational person, was able to meet a chosen one and connect herself to her, and then ended the chosen one's connection. So if you think about yourself as a Chanel bag, people can look, they can admire you, they can hope one day that they can ascend to the level where they can possibly get in your circle, but until that happens, it's simply never going to happen. Selena had what I like to call presence, meaning when she walks in a room, she's felt. She's a fire sign. As a fellow fire sign, we usually have that ability to walk in on flames. And if you're not smart, you are going to allow people to come near the fire for warmth. Because when people are cold, what do? You get next to warmth, you get next to the fire. You go outside in front of the sun. So you come in on flames. When you walk into rooms, you come in on flames, and people are trying to get next to you to warm themselves up. That's a no-go, though. If you have awareness, that's a no-go. It's important in life to know yourself and to know how your presence, spirit, and aura affects people. How it affects people positively and how it affects people negatively. You're not going to be able to protect yourself in life if you don't know what type of energy you have, what type of spirit you have, what type of presence you have, aura. If you don't know what you have, you will not know how to protect yourself. So for example, for me, I know my aura, I know my presence, and I know how it affects people. The good, the bad, and the ugly. So because I know that, I know how to